to end the war.
Is it over?
Neo's presence within the Matrix sparked a new exodus of potentials.
Freeze it.
But because they were unable to stop Neo, the machines turned their attention to those within their grasp. Sentinels set a trap for one of our ships, and from the ship's mainframe, they extracted a list of potentials. The agents leveled their wrath on the helpless, and Neo was the only one who could stand against them.
You know that this don't make no kind of sense. Scared of pain, so you fear hurt. I don't celebrate till the body's near dirt. Go to hell, they gon' tell you I was there first. Every opponent would tell you I was there worse. Having bad hunger pains and severe thirst. Have your earth in all black in the rear hearse. Too sticky to let the drama slide. And the sight of the blood will leave you traumatized. I can't do no wrong, least in my mama eyes. I got a gun in the truck, that's little mama size. That boy died from vehicular homicide. The voice, the flow, and the way that he harmonized. Those that's real see the truth beyond the lies. In real life, I'm living proof we on the rise. Yeah, I was too smart to play with the dummies. Rather you kill yourself, save me the money. From the bottom, I don't mind if you pay me in 20s. They pop a lot of shit, but soon as you see them, they mummies. Ha ha ha, you guys is funny. We fresh to death, they alive and bummy. Plug told me 3 words, supply the country. I told him that the bullets and the 45s is chunky. That's why they say you can never get too comfy. Trips out of town, my lump sums come monthly. Might as well all team up and come jump me. This is uneven, I'm the only one breathing. Everybody get their turn, it's sun season. I'm only here for that paper, one reason. Nobody cares though, everybody's a weirdo. Dudes watching your back, tell me who watching theirs though. All you gonna see is the fire from out the air hole. Stick up kids get the desire to hit your earlobes. Left lane, all you hear is my gears, yo. Crown been in my closet for a couple of years, yo. Okay, enough with the foolery and the costume jewelry. It ain't much you can do to me. The art of war ain't new to me. Little nigga, you better Google me. The city was mine after they said Big's eulogy. Oh man. Jadakiss season. The massacre. Telling you, I don't know if I can guarantee your safety next week. Jadakiss season. T5 DOA. Don't ever forget that.
Paul, tempting fate with his hand throw.
You know, just ready for the little mistake.
This full-throated throng, screaming.
Shit, that back leg don't look good at all. That right leg, he dragging it in.
I'm gonna take the legs.
Yeah, it's the back leg. It's right leg. Let's see that.
Something on his mouth. Gotta put his mouth back in his mouth. See that? I don't like that either.
Oh, shit.
Not a good sign.
What happened?
No, I almost fell out the chair.
The
No.
Christmas game day will be live on Netflix. The 2 December 25th games will feature the Kansas City Chiefs heading to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers in the day's first matchup, followed by the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Texans in Houston for the second game. Get ready for your new favorite holiday tradition.
That was cool.
I'm glad I didn't watch that woman fight.
Oh man.
I'm glad I did like everybody else and took that opportunity to go to the store. You know.
You should have seen the eye. I mean, the eye.
See, they want you to be okay with women getting beat up and gruesome type shit. Like, what man want to see a woman face beat up, bloody eyelid ripped off? Like, you don't want to see no. You don't want to see no woman like that, yo. That's crazy.
I didn't even want to see a male boxer. They should have stopped that fight in the second round.
Tyson 7 of 34, 18%. So Tyson is averaging more punches than he did in that fight with the Friday in the exhibition against Roy Jones, where he averaged 24 punches around.
I know they're gonna take this shit down.
Yes, he is. Paul had him jabbed now. He landed 3 hooks, lands another took a legal hook, slips Tyson, body shot by Paul. And you know referee Mark Kalloy has a very
Mike stumbled.
so all referees do, but
He ain't taking too much of this, yo. I told you that they want to see motherfuckers get pummeled and shit.
I swear Mike look like he's high.
Listen, he ain't supposed to be doing this shit, cuz. They let this shit,
It gave him something to look forward to. He's in a much better place mentally.
I don't even like the way he holds in his hands.
And yet Mike Tyson said, no, I want to challenge. I want to see what I'm capable of doing. But man, oh man, 27-year-old chronological physical peak, training regularly, and Mike Tyson in trouble here in round 3. He's in big trouble.
Right, this not even
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like
I thought Mike was gonna say that. Let's see that first. But ain't no get that. Jay Paul ain't doing that much.
I mean, Mike's still hitting hard, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
he's not putting everything into his punch like he used to.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But Mike's still he's still a bruiser. But you know what I'm saying? Like you can't. That's what I'm saying. If you getting beat up, there ain't really too much you can do if you getting beat up. You know what I mean? You can land a wild joint, you know.
Just change.
You know, yeah, he can definitely knock him out. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yo, like, well, you know, it's 30-year difference. You know what I'm saying? Like
you gonna try to save the last couple rounds. Wait to see where
because you gotta weather the storm and not get beat the fuck up. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
cause he ain't turning it on yet. He missed. That wasn't a good punch. Razor punching. They talking about he look like he got. I don't think he was hurt. They ain't hurt. Just his legs ain't good. I ain't even listening to him.
He got a knee brace.
Look. He ain't hit him. He ain't really hit him. It's just his balance, his legs. I don't even think he was hurt. He ain't getting. He still got a chance. Let Jacob Paul get overconfident.
I'll tell you what, I've seen it in a lot of fights with Tyson. I don't think that's the case.
Watch.
In the 3rd round.
I want to see what happened in the 6th round.
11 of 22, 50%. Tyson.
I still think Tyson will get
36%.
You know, Floyd fought that white girl. Who did he fight? Was it Jake Paul?
Yeah, I think he fought his brother.
Yeah, and he walked him down. He was doing the same thing, losing the fight.
As Paul more than doubling Tyson in total punches landed.
Well, you fought Mike Tyson at 54. What do you think he needs to do?
Well, he's not the same man as he was at 54. His legs don't look nearly as good as he did when I fought him. So his legs look like they've gone down a lot. See that right there? He didn't do that against me. I didn't see much of that. So he needs to go on.
He's not really hitting him.
He can't get there. Legs are killing him.
Look.
Jake was
I ain't seen Jake Paul get a real hit yet. I think he's ready to make a fix, man.
Even in the last fight where Paul faced Mike Perry when Tyson had health issues, we didn't see Paul take deep breaths, but looking, again, we talked about fight management earlier. With the energy, the pressure.
Yeah, I think Mike's still doing pretty good, to be honest.
Listen, I just don't want to see Tyson get put on his back by this white dude, man. Because white people gonna take that and run with it. They just looking for the white hope. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit that I don't respect about none of this shit, because they be having these white dudes going to go find niggas and that's past their prime and all that shit, and it's like you trying to use that to showcase these nut ass white dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's all it's about. It's like you try to make white dudes look elite, and when they not elite. You know what I'm saying?
What you think about Fury?
The same thing. He's a bum. You know what I mean? Ngannou beat the shit out of him, and they robbed him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like white people always gonna protect their image, and it's like, and that's the problem I have with shit like this, is because they will pay niggas to sell out, to throw a fight and all that shit, fight outside your prime to try to prop up some white dude to make the white dude look good, and it's like, pussy, fight somebody that's your age, fight somebody that's in their prime. You know what I'm saying? We already know what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna get the shit beat out you like the rest of these white dudes. But white people always looking for somebody to put in the limelight to be like, yeah, this is our champion. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't give a fuck how they got the that status. Whether it's throwing a fight, fighting somebody outside their prime, all those nut ass shit, having the laws say, oh yeah, you can't throw power punches or you can't knock this dude out. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all to protect white people image. And see, white people, they spend money to protect their image. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing they do with the women when they was fighting. They gave their fight to that white girl.
Right. They got to.
She headbutted that girl about 20 times, and Roy Jones defended her.
Because he's a sellout.
Yeah.
And both of them are promising KOs here tonight. Jake's action boxing beautiful. The right is older and might have more rhythm. Jake's boxing very beautiful.
What is he talking about? Jake Paul ain't doing nothing.
Nice 1-2 catches.
Come on, man. He's doing that. Now the last one got him. Them punches ain't hurting, cuz. Come on. Kitty cat.
I just don't understand that. And I don't want to debate or get into it.
Man, they got 3 more rounds of this shit right here. They can play around for the next 3 rounds and just make their money and walk away and have everybody pissed the fuck off. But what difference do it make? Because they got their fucking money. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking yoke, man. It's this.
That's what Mike was waiting for.
Paul's hands are low.
Oh my God, look how this guy is leaning forward. Oh my God, catch him with an uppercut, Mike, please.
Paul was averaging 35 punches around coming in. We talked about Tyson, of course. You can't really talk about any stats because it's been 20 years. 10 seconds left in the 5th. Body shot by Paul. Right hand lands for Paul.
Yo, you know how many people over the years paid for pay-per-view fights from Tyson fights and was completely pissed off, like fight over in 45 seconds type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like you paid, everybody got the money up for the pay-per-view and shit, and 15 minutes, the shit is done. It's over. You know what I mean? Less than that. You know what I mean? You get up and go to the bathroom. You come back, fight over. Like, damn, man, we paid $100 for this, $40, $50 for this shit.
This is 6 man. I don't see what you did.
But these motherfuckers, they got. Now I don't know if you had to have a subscription. Like maybe you had to have a subscription and pay extra or something. Damn.
And Tyson's neck is one of the more developed in the sport. Very good. Of course, a strong neck helps you absorb punches.
If I meant Mike's punch, you Jake on the neck.
Yeah. And Jake, of course, working his neck as well. I mean, all fighters do neck exercises to absorb the blows, but for Jake Paul, it's dictating the terms and everything being equal. You don't want to.
He only up out 1 point so far. Tyson can turn it on there. I think he went to the 7th.
Tell the story of the fight.
But it's a hard story to watch.
I think we see all those things from Mike. It was dangerous shot. If Jake's smart, he just fight him outside now, keep beating like that. And having his way.
See,
Let's go.
Mike went to turn it on sooner than
I'm here with Jerry and Mark. Jerry, how do you think Jake's doing?
Boxing well, comfortable, in control.
Is the finish near, you think?
I mean, we just setting it up in boxing. There's a hit where that happens. Keep boxing, baby.
I heard Logan say use the jab more. Do you want to see him use the jab more?
Of course, it's the most important punch in boxing. And you got a guy that's slow, sitting there stagnant.
How you leaning? Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Using the jab to break down Tyson. 40 seconds left in the 6th.
My man Reese would beat the shit out of this motherfucker. I know that my man Reese, he'd beat the shit out of Jake Paul in real life. Like real quick though. Like, you know what I mean?
Tyson moving laterally, unable to.
He ain't as old as Mike, but he like in his like 50 or in his 50s. He'll watch. I know he'll watch Jake Paul real quick.
It appears he doesn't.
I ain't gonna have it anymore. Next, that's all.
Yeah, his knee fucked up, yo.
Why is it
He
Jake
just went to turn away. He's about to hobble back to the John. You know what I'm saying?
But I understand what you're saying.
I thought you know what? I didn't even think this fight was gonna happen. I thought it was because they pushed it back, and then they said he was hurt. He got sick.
Mike was like,
Yeah, they said he was hurt. They said he got sick. You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was gonna. I didn't think this shit was gonna happen. You know, especially with all the other shit that was going on and shit. Like I'm like shit. We might be in motherfucking Civil War by now. You know, so I wasn't even thinking about this shit. Look at that nigga hair, yo. Yo, this cut was ridiculous, yo.
yeah.
White people, they can't let their hair get wet because that shit is awful. They should have been fighting with a shower cap on or something. Like, you know what I mean? Because white people hair be fucked up when they get wet, yo.
I can't say it was an entertaining night, though. With all the other fights. I think he will come on. He better come on in the 7th round.
But I mean, all right, even in the context of the comic book story, Jake Paul talked a lot of shit, and he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker" and all that. But you see how he boxing? He boxing. He's staying out on the perimeter. He not trying to stand toe to toe with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So he respect Tyson power even at his older age. So all that shit he was talking about, yeah, I'm gonna come in and kill him and shit. Yeah, that was a farce. You know what I mean?
That's what Tyson waiting for.
He using his age and his speed and agility against Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Tyson old, he can't move like I used to. So he just staying on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? If you peep, Tyson ain't throwing a punch for like 3 rounds. Maybe 1 or 2 punches. You know what I'm saying?
That's just the 2nd round. Osprey's going through something. Wrong again.
I mean, 8 rounds. As soon as I see 8 rounds, it's like, oh, all right, this ain't gonna do nothing. If it don't do nothing in the first couple rounds, it ain't gonna do nothing. And maybe you might get a late round. Somebody get dropped, a KO or something, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But shit, what you got? 2 minutes left because the rounds is 2 minutes. So okay, Mike with some clean shit right there, but them Jones, but he don't got no power behind his shit though. At least not against Mike. Now, like I've seen this dude hit dudes sweat fly. Now you be seeing sweat flying. That don't necessarily mean the punch was hard, but it looked like it though. Now you just seen this dude hit dudes sweat fly off their head. They fall out on the ground, but they be on the like. If you on the ground, how you looking at somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like when you knocked out. You ain't looking at nothing. You looking at the back of your skull or something. And the dude, he had knocked this dude out, and he knock him down, and he looking at him like, "You want me to get up or not?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't respect dude fights because a lot of his fights look sus, like the people be throwing the fights. Tyson looked like he was just crying right there or something.
He was he said,
You see Jake Paul land a jab hook right hand.
They all snapped it like
cool. Real power shot.
The final 2 minutes of the fight. Tyson is still on his stool. Outside put in. And he does stand up. And here we go. Final 2 minutes of this fight. It's been as many expected. If it would go past the first round, it would belong to Jake Paul, and that has definitely been the case.
That was his best round, the first round.
Right.
He did number 6. So he did all right in the second. I think he won the first 2 rounds. That was it.
Does he have the one knockout left in his arsenal? Or is Jake Paul going to be
This is ridiculous,
saying, I beat Mike?
Yes, he did.
But it's like this is not a flex, yo. Like if he say that if he went around trying to brag like I beat Mike Tyson, it's not a flex. It's a 58-year-old man and you ain't even go toe to toe with him. Like you stayed out on the perimeter the whole fight and jab. You know what I'm saying? All he did was score points. But the idea of boxing is to get hit, is to hit and not get hit. That's the idea of boxing. So it's like we be wanting to see slug fights and shit, but that's not what boxing is. Boxing is to hit somebody and not get hit. And you score points by hitting people. You know what I'm saying? So even though this shit looks sus and it ain't really like no, you know what I'm saying? Technically he won. You can't argue that. You know what I'm saying? He won the fight because he scored points. He scored points where Tyson didn't. But nobody got dropped. Nobody got really they shit rocked. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe a couple clean punches, but nobody really got rocked. You know what I'm saying? Look, and people is disgusted. Oh, you hear all these people? What is this? Look, what the fuck was that? What the fuck? That was just like a glitch in the matrix right there. That was. What the fuck was that, yo? This shit was whack, dog. That was. Like, all right, like even for him, do he?
You know what? He looks the same way when he fought Buster Douglas.
But all right, do you think that?
Like he on medication.
But look, do you think if he went 8 rounds with Tyson, right? And look how washed Jake Paul looked. Do you think he could really fight like a real fighter? Like they made this dude seem like he be killing people in the ring, right? But all right, you went 8 rounds with a 58-year-old man. You couldn't put him on his back, and you just as tired as he is. So to me that puts an asterisk next to all this dude's fights. He fought niggas that was in their prime and beat the shit out of them, and they fell out with you know what I'm saying, looking like they got KO'd. But you couldn't put Tyson down. This nigga couldn't. He wasn't even throwing no punches, man. You couldn't drop that motherfucker. So it's either this. It's either he was hitting them on some. Now let's be honest. Did them punches look like? Did Jake Paul look like he was really throwing like haymakers trying to knock somebody out, or he was just scoring points?
It just looked like he was trying to survive.
Yeah, it just looked like he was standing on the perimeter, scoring points. He looked like he was trying to take nobody's head off or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you see the other fights, you can hear it, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, damn.
I said Tyson ain't really good. He didn't really good.
Yeah, this is, man, listen, this is just payday for these motherfuckers. Even Tyson talked about, you know, people fighting each other, you know, for a check and not for it to be like a real fight. Like,
he heard me, the dude killed him in his chest and he racing. I think he showed him when it was his team.
Kevin McBride back in 2005. Put on the stool at the end of the 6th inning. He lost his fighting guts. Well, he proved he still has guts, but professional sports, a young man's game.
Yes, indeed it is.
Let's go to Big Mo.
but it shows you how much people be living in like fiction world. Like people was like, yeah, Tyson, fuck him up. Like, you know, it's like, like this ain't like back in the day, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Tyson beat the shit out of Larry Holmes for Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? Because he disrespected him. So that's like somebody watching Tyson right now. Somebody who grew up watching Tyson, like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of Jake Paul for Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Because you disrespected somebody who I grew up watching. The same way that Tyson felt when he saw Ali getting beat up. Because this sport will drag you until, like, if you the best, they will fight you until you lose. Like, when you think about what they did to Jack Johnson, they made that nigga fight 50 rounds before they gave him the chip. And then they came up with the whole human trafficking, this sex trafficking shit is from Jack Johnson because he was fucking white bitches and they ain't want him doing it. So they made this nigga fight hundreds of rounds just to get the belt. And they will do that to any fighter, especially when you black. Look at Tyson, look. He trying. See, this is the thing. When these white people befriend you, right? And then they get on camera and style on you and shit. They more friends than you think. And see, look, you see how he pounding around, they play and smile and shit. And when Jake Paul go into character, it's like, yeah, oh yeah, I beat this legend, you know, I'm this and I'm that, and you know, but y'all friends for real. You know what I'm saying? But again, white people care more about the image than we do. We'd take the check and let these white people prop themselves up and make themselves look great and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, like, who now if this is offensive to black people, right? Who among us that fight is gonna avenge this Tyson loss? Who's gonna avenge this shit? Who's gonna say, you know what? I want to fight this dude and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you for disrespecting Tyson.
No surprise, but I'm still
you know what I'm saying?
58 years old.
But then it's like,
7 times A.
you can't act like Tyson not complicit with this shit. He's complicit with the bullshit. You know what I mean? He just trying. Tyson got a check just like everybody else got a check, and that's pretty much all this was for him. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations on the victory. Are you surprised that went the distance?
First and foremost, Mike Tyson, it's such an honor. Let's give it up for Mike, bro. He's a legend.
This is a show. See? This is like the end of Saturday Night Live when they come out and everybody talk over the saxophone and shit.
And it's just an honor to be able to fight him. And he's obviously the toughest, baddest man on the planet. So it was really tough, like I expected it to be.
I want to go back and forth here. So, Mike, if you can respond to that as well. Congratulations on a very strong performance. Are you happy with what you did out there tonight?
Absolutely happy, yes.
Are you surprised it went the distance?
No, I knew he was a good fighter. I knew he was prepared. I came to fight.
58, a lot of people thought you shouldn't be here. A lot of people thought you'd be done and dusted in the first round. Do you feel like you proved the world wrong, that you could at least go 8 rounds with a younger man?
I didn't prove nothing to anybody, only to myself. I'm not one of those guys that look to please the world. I'm just happy with what I can do.
Can I ask about the knee brace? Were you dealing with an injury going into the fight?
Yeah, but I can't use that for an excuse, because if I did, I wouldn't be in there.
The broadcast team was debating what you were doing with your glove. Was it a mouthpiece issue, or were you just biting on your glove? What was that? Can you tell us?
Oh, I have a habit of biting my glove on a fight, yeah.
Why do you do that?
I have a biting fixation.
I heard about that. I don't want to know more. Stay right here, Mike, if you can.
Come on, man.
Back to you.
They playing on this shit, man.
He's exactly what I thought. One of the greatest to ever do it.
They playing on the bullshit, though.
Yeah. But this night's not about me, man. I wanted to give a thanks to all the real heroes, the U.S. military, the doctors, the nurses in the ER, the cops, the firefighters, the farmers, the truck drivers, all the people who make this world go around. Thank you, America. It's the era of truth. It's the era of good. There's a shift in the world, and good is rising. The truth is rising. I'm just honored to be a part of America, and it feels like we're back, baby.
Mike, back to you.
See? This is a white shameless plug. You know what I mean?
You think he deserves respect from the public?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
That's pretty cool.
No. Fight somebody your age. You know what I'm saying?
I love him. I love
We don't respect paper tigers. Fight somebody your age, nigga. Fight somebody who really fight for real. Not somebody who start training again after 20 years or some shit. Fight somebody who fight and train every day, and that's in their prime, and that's really like in the sport. You know what I'm saying? I got Deontay Wilder knocking him the fuck out.
Oh, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a big weight difference. There's a big weight difference between them two, but I still got him knocking the white boy the fuck out.
You can't fight Deontay Wilder.
Fuck no, he can't fight no Deontay Wilder.
Logan, I think he said you might be next.
Look at this motherfucker.
Please, no. It's on there. Just don't step on his toes. It's all forgiven between you two because yesterday it got pretty personal and heated.
That happens when you're in a fight. They get in the moment.
Hey, that was a good slap. I like that.
Yeah, you told him to do it. You know what I'm saying? This is all theatrics to get. Now think about it. He went from slapping this dude to hugging him and shaking him. Before he slapped him, they was playing around and hugging and shit. That's just how you sell the fight.
This is going to be really tough. If they can, I wish you the best.
Thank you so much, Mike. Everyone, show some love to the great Mike Tyson. And finally to Jake Paul, look into your crystal ball for us. Who are you fighting next and when?
Anyone I want. This is the biggest event. Over 120 million people on Netflix.
See how like they make somebody who's not really a fighter and they making him a fighter like he's a legitimate fighter. Who you fighting next? He's not a real fighter. You know what I'm saying?
He got a name for this.
He's a paper tiger.
And industry play.
He
Right.
knows he wants to payday, so he knows where the money man's at.
Thank you, Jake. Congratulations, Mike. Thank you so much.
These nut ass white boys, they weave them into the sport. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you very much. You know what?
And look at his brother back there looking like a child molester or something. He look like he be circling elementary schools and shit. Look at that haircut that he got. It's like a reverse mullet or something. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about Mike, man, is he spends too much time around them crackers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't trust them motherfuckers, man. Like, think about it. Like, all right, if I got a brace on my knee, right? You think I'm about to miss out on like $50 million because I got a brace on my knee? Fuck that. No, I'm getting in the fucking ring. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. $50 million right here. Yeah. Look at this weird shit right here. What the hell? They look like when you playing a video game and like people was like trying to do a taunt or some shit. That was weird as shit right there, yo.
Ain't really shaking.
This was a pleasure. I want to thank you, Mar. I want to thank you, Lori.
Thank you.
This was amazing to sit here. It was such an honor. I want to thank Netflix and
And then see now he can go into the white world and say, I beat Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Paper Tiger. It don't matter what. Oh yeah, well you danced around in the fight. You fought a 58-year-old man. That shit don't matter. They're gonna take that white victory back to white land and be like, I beat the great Mike Tyson. That's all this bullshit is about. And look at the coons. Look at the coons. Look at the coons. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got the take a picture with the white hope. Right. Yeah. They put their little symbols up and shit, right?
Doing it again.
Yeah.
The 360s.
Yeah.
And he did the other joint.
Yeah. I bet you them niggas is bootleg. Those dope ball motherfuckers, they like Q dogs or some shit. Weirdo branded motherfuckers who be making weird noises and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, they get smacked on the butt and gotta eat out the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Hazing ass weirdo motherfuckers. That's who these niggas be, man.
They wanted Mike to give them something to cheer about. Mike wasn't giving them something much to cheer about because of the age and the wear and tear. But they didn't want to boo Mike, but they were kind of restless and they didn't really know what to do.
I mean,
reality sunk in like, damn, this nigga older than he, you know what I'm saying?
Mike did he knew if he was going to eat that, just like he said, didn't get him in the first round, he wasn't going to get him. That's what he did.
It's a check to him. Mike has given interviews about fighters going through rough times and getting other fighters to fight them simply for a check. And he's like, yo, come on, man. Like, you know, I need a check. You know what I mean? Give me a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mike is telling him, throw this and do that. And his body's saying, bro.
So it's like it don't matter what Mike can or can't do. If it's about a check, it's like, all right, all I gotta do is stand around with this motherfucker for 8 rounds. It's this infamous thing of when people said, yo, would you fight Mike Tyson for 3 minutes? Well, shit, all I gotta do is dance around the ring for 3 minutes to get paid. Well, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's just a reverse effect now. Like Tyson, can you dance around the ring for 8 rounds? But basically 6 rounds for him. You know what I'm saying?
The action doesn't warrant the talk, but this is just what it is. It's an event. It's a
Right.
58-year-old legend saying, I'm going to test this YouTuber out and see what I got. So I appreciate Mike getting in shape. Hopefully people aren't too disappointed, but come on, he's 58 years old.
Listen, it's a ripoff.
Yeah.
All this shit was meant to be a ripoff. It was meant to scam you out your money again. You know what I'm saying? That's all the shit ever is. You know, and see, motherfuckers are so anxious for bread and circus and dumb shit that motherfuckers hop in line for the bullshit. Like, you know how much money was spent tonight by ignorant niggas?
$1 billion.
Ignorant niggas went and spent millions of dollars on bullshit for this fucking fight to try to get some nostalgia out of Mike Tyson, only to be disappointed and remember how many years that they went disappointed watching Tyson fight. Like, think about it, motherfuckers are so hyped to watch Tyson. But you remember now, like, damn, I can't even count how many times I bought a Tyson fight and got ripped off because the fight was either too short or wasn't fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? And here it is again. Just now in 2024, now you using Netflix to get. Before you was using pay-per-view, now you use Netflix to get the pay-per-view. But it's the same scam. You know what I'm saying? Only thing along this shit, they showed you niggas getting humped on. Like, you notice that shit? Little weird gay shit. Tyson walking around with his butt cheeks out and shit. You know, the first fighter was humping on somebody and shit. Like, that's
They killed each other.
right. Then you got the blood death match between the women. Like,
That's what they had no bitches fight.
Netflix, man. That's Netflix for you.
That's all they needed was a couple of bitches.
And I appreciate it for what it was. I wasn't expecting Mike to be old Mike Tyson, even though everybody has a little bit of hope.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
I feel you. It was good to watch it with you. I enjoyed
I
myself.
see some 58-year-olds again.
Pictures of Jake exiting the ring here.
Yeah,
You know,
I really think Mike when that fight hurt. He tried to eat.
He went and got that check, like for real, no fight. Like think about it. No, when the last time? Just think about this. When the last time you ever seen a fighter in the ring with a knee brace on?
But that guy, Burry was for somebody. Who was he for? He for Davis.
He's got the followers. He got all
He
that
said the
stuff.
same thing about him. He couldn't move that leg.
Right. So it's a rare occurrence that you see somebody in the ring fighting with a knee brace on. It's like you're not ready to fight. You got a knee brace on.
It's just like who was that? Spinks. Yeah, Mike Spinks had 2 knee braces on when he fought Tyson.
Oh, really? Give us one.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? It's a rare thing. It does happen, but it's a rare thing. So it's like most people is not going to make that decision to fight if you got something wrong with your knees. Like look, they'll tell you not to get no pussy the night before. You know what I'm saying? Because your knee's gonna be weak. So if you got a knee injury, then hell yeah, that's a problem. So yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's the weirdo shit. That's the weirdo shit. Why? But look, why did Netflix just do that? Look, what I told you. Look, all the little gay weirdo highlights, they put that shit at the end because it's Netflix. Netflix got to emasculate black people. You know what I'm saying?
Girls, they didn't even show that. I want you to see her face. They didn't even show that. But everybody showed that to this.
They had to show you some dude get humping on another man, but they had to show you Tyson with his ass cheeks out. They had to show you that. That was more important than the boxing highlights.
And then watch that. I want to show you her face, her eye. It was crazy.
This bitch looking like fucking Sarah Connor or some shit. You know what I mean?
They ain't gonna show her face. See, she was headbutting like crazy. Look at that. That ain't even the worst part. You should see it when it in the 7th round. I hope they show it again. They ain't show
see that, like, who wants to see? I don't want to see women get fucked up like that.
I was peeled back.
You look at Tyson's face. He looked like he was like on some other shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I seen him flinch too. He knew he wasn't going in.
We watched Tyson. We watched Tyson a couple times, and you already know Tyson come down on that ring. He be on demon time. You know what I'm saying? And he looked like that's how he looked at the start of the fight, right there.
I see it. You right.
That's how his face looked at the start of the fight.
I swear, I think he high.
He probably is high. He probably look. He be smoking weed and shit. He probably high right now, and he be taking mushrooms and shit. He probably really high.
High as shit. It's the same way he look.
You know the people who own Netflix, their families is connected to the people who make psychological operations and all kind of weird shit like with your brain psyop shit. Psychology. Fucking with people's brains and shit. They, you know what I'm saying? The people who did that shit, back in the 1800s.
Well, they got me hooked.
Yeah, they're using the shit that their granddaddies and their grandmoms was testing people on, and they used that information to create Netflix.
I think
and Netflix is weird. That's why Netflix is weird like that. Like, because it's all kind of weird. Like, they always showing you some weird shit on Netflix because the people who run Netflix is into some psychological programming shit, yo. Mm-hmm. In real life though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Fucking Netflix, man. You think anytime you watch Netflix, you think they're gonna show you some interracial shit, they're gonna show you some gay shit, they're gonna show you a black girl with a white dude or a black dude with a white girl. They got to show you these things.
Or a black woman with a white woman.
Right. So even in boxing, you got to show us some black emasculated type weirdo shit, right? Some faggot shit. These are things that they got to show you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's like, wow, what does that have to do with boxing? What they got to do with boxing? Why do we look? Now, I ain't never ever seen Mike Tyson's ass cheeks in my life, yo, until today.
I want to see him. That looks nasty.
That's weird as fuck though. But on that, but look, out of all of the places, all of the respected boxing promotion places, I've never seen this dude's butt cheeks until today.
You know what that takes me back to? The Super Bowl when Janet Jackson's titties so-called fell out.
Right. You see how they always
accident.
they always get black people to push the envelope. You know, you pull your titty out. You know, wear come outside with your jock strap on. You know, it's weirdo shit, dog. Yeah. And like, you know, Tyson
I think they're fighting now.
Listen, Tyson's been on angles since his daughter died. I'm gonna just keep it all the way at being. He been on angles, like on serious angles. His daughter, they said his daughter died on the treadmill on some weird shit. Like she flew off the treadmill and died. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he's been on serious angles since then.
Wait, hold on.
You know what I mean? Not to mention that
where was he at? How long ago was this?
This was like a couple years ago. He wasn't in the house, or he wasn't in the room, and his daughter was supposed to have playing on the treadmill, and she flew off the shit. You know, I guess maybe she turned it up too high. This was the story. The story is that she flew off this fucking treadmill and died.
How old was she?
Little girl. You know what I'm saying?
Little people's something ain't right about that.
Yeah, that's super sus. You know what I mean? But, you know, these actors, entertainers, athletes, you know, they be having weird shit.
Did he have this podcast at that time?
I was before that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, mind you, before that, they were saying before his daughter died, they were saying that he was like $50 million in debt.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? See how this shit's stacking up? Mm-hmm. You know, because, you know, Tyson spent a whole lot of money. He was giving money away, all kinds of shit. So then he wound up being in debt. Then, boom, then his daughter died. Boom, now he got a podcast. Now he in the movie. Now he doing this and that. And then here he go fighting again with his ass out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. He just told the truth on this stuff.
Just like with
right.
What's the name? Just like on Denzel. They said Denzel kissed a dude in the movie. Now they cut the scene. Denzel? Yeah, the new movie that just came out. Gladiator 2. They put Denzel in the movie, and he's supposed to have kissed some dude in the movie. Now look, he cut the scene. They said they cut the scene, but he went out his way to tell everybody this shit. That's weird. Why would you tell? First of all, Denzel was from Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. So you telling me that a Brooklyn nigga is going to go out his way to say, "Oh yeah, you know, I kissed the dude in the movie"? Come on, man. They cut the scene. That shit didn't happen. Now, what normally would happen is that the Brooklyn nigga would have to explain that scene in the movie. Yo, you kissed the dude? Oh, well, you know, what happened was Wu Wang, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But they cut the scene, allegedly, right? And he go out his way to tell everybody, oh, yeah, you know, I kissed somebody. I kissed the dude in the movie. It just had everybody on angles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and it's funny because these people is like from the same era. You could think like Denzel had his run, Tyson, you know what I'm saying? You know, P. Diddy. They talking about Jay-Z coming after him. So all these dudes that people idolize and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like in the late 80s, early 90s, it's like they tearing them down.
Dave Chappelle.
You know what I'm saying? And they making them look bad, you know, or they exposing things about them that people, you know, suspected or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people already suspected some homosexual tendencies with these dudes. And now it's like they all getting pegged in one way or another. Pun intended.
Yeah, I don't usually be sleeping this hard, but I slept this. I think I just want to. I'm the old guy. You know what I mean? I want to see the old guy do something, but they put me. Well, I wasn't going for it until I seen that first round when it looked like he really, you know, he won that first and second round. But you know, he was tired after the first round. So yeah, they got me on that one.
They scheme hard on that shit, dog. They but definitely.
It's like people gonna spend their money on something anyway. You know,
they know how to get people to this. You know, just like they say, you bread and circus. You know, you ain't gonna want for nothing else. Yeah. You know, so they hype people up with this for like a half a year. Tyson is gonna fight. Tyson. Then they called the fight off. Then it's back on and shit. You know what I mean?
That's all. That's all.
But see, because at the end of the day, it's money on the table. Mm-hmm. So yes, things might not be right behind the scenes,
Oh my
but
God.
this is $50 million on the table. So somebody gonna make some moves to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like even if that nigga would have to come out with a headbandage on, you would have been out there with a fucking headbandage on, explaining that shit. Like
I really think he's sick. He's sick. He's a drug addict. I ain't gonna say drug addict, but I think he got an issue with drugs.
I know he smoked weed on the regular.
I seen him on his podcast.
Yeah, he look. Mike Tyson got his own roll-ups, yo. He got roll-ups with that. Tyson get high like on some real shit. Like he got some roll-ups that got terpene and that shit that's supposed to that how white people be licking toads and shit.
Yeah.
He got some shit with that shit in it. Did you smoke
That's
it?
That's a psychedelic,
right? You know what I'm saying? So Tyson get high. Like he's like, you know what I'm saying? On some, he on that white people side of getting high. He not just like smoking a little blunt. Like he taking other shit. You know what I'm saying? He chill with a lot of white people and they show him all kind of weird shit. You know? So he ain't, nah. You know what I mean? No disrespect to him and shit, but it's like, when you getting blasted like that, it's like, man, like that shit fuck with your stamina. Keep real records, that shit fuck with your stamina. It's like, especially you smoking, like only like motherfucking super elite type motherfuckers can smoke and do calisthenics type shit and not be winded. Like,
and usually be young.
Right. Like I remember like AI. Like one thing that was fascinating about AI is that this nigga could smoke blunts and still go out and run the court and outplay everybody in the fucking game.
I don't care what nobody.
You know what I'm saying?
AI is the pound for pound best basketball player there ever was. Nobody, because he was 6'1".
Yeah, he was dunking. He was dunking too.
And yes, dunking. Yeah.
Dunking on niggas, so
it took Kobe and Shaq to stuff him down. He was still scoring 30 points. He would score 50 points every game, except for
he had a team of bums.
Yeah.
And he took the bums to the finals. Like Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Theo Ratliff, like these is like janitors and like locksmiths and shit. Like he was playing with like the common folk of Philadelphia. Like it's like he just took a bunch of niggas from Philly and just say, yo, we're gonna go to the chip. It's AI and a bunch of niggas from Philly. Now granted, them people wasn't really from Philly, but I'm saying it's like you might as well had just regular people from Philly. Like, yo, I need 12 people to come with me. Because these people was like that dude right there he's a regular person. Like he's not even really, who is that guy? Geiger. Matt Geiger. That sounds like a computer technician. He fixes laptops. You know what I'm saying? And they went to the finals with AI. AI was the only basketball player on that team that was like really a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? These other people was like,
he was basically blackballed in the league because they would foul him numerous amount of times. They wouldn't call more than half of them fouls. If they called all them fouls on him, he would average over 50 points a game.
Well, that's because AI would draw the foul, and he took the rules of the game and used them against the game to his own benefit, and they knew that. That's why they had to change the zone and all that shit. Like, you remember they had to change the rules?
The Shaq rules and AI.
Yeah, because he used that shit. Yeah, he used that shit against them. So yeah, it was a serious thing. But you think about it was like, damn, like even Mutombo was old. Now they had the motherfucker Larry Hughes, but that nigga was dumb at that time. He was a dumbass kid, so he didn't know shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? AI really took them bums to the chip. That's crazy, yo. By itself. It's just like he was saying, like, he's like, man, we talking about practice. Like, I'm supposed to be the franchise player. We talking about practice, because the nigga would be like chilling in the hood, smoking, getting high and shit, and then come to the game and drop 40. You know what I'm saying? So, in the context of taking drugs or whatever and not being winded, is only a handful of people that can do that shit. You know what I mean? Because the majority of people, you smoke shit like that, and then go try to run a marathon, you're gonna be winded. You know what I'm saying? Now, in Tyson's case, he get high, he take shrooms and all that, you know, and plus he been doing that shit for years. It's not like he like, oh, I just stopped training a couple days ago and you know I smoked some weed. Like he been getting blasted and on like he like for years. And like you think like a couple like a year, a couple months ago, the nigga was probably like 30, 40 pounds heavier.
Who's Tyson?
Yeah, he lost weight. He came down and got in shape to get in that fight. Like if you go back and look at the podcast and shit, he wasn't in shape. Yeah, he wasn't in shape like that. So he literally came down to fight to make that fight. Like so, this is not somebody who's regularly training every day on some elite type shit. So it's crazy for somebody who wants to be taken seriously as a real boxer to fight people who haven't fought in 20 years. And they try to take that win and try to make it seem like we're supposed to respect that. You know what I'm saying? You fighting people who haven't fought in 20 years. Stop playing me, yo. Get out of here, yo. And nobody should want to pay to see that. Like people only wanted to pay because they love Tyson. But nobody gives a fuck about Jake Paul. Only white people care about Jake Paul. Isn't it? Only coons and white people is the only people who care about Jake Paul. But where in the hood is niggas like, yo, Jake Paul, man, that's that nigga. It's that work right there.
It's one out there, believe me.
Yeah, but they coons. You know, they don't count really. You know what I'm saying? They brains is fucked up. But natural, halfway functional black people, nah. You know what I'm saying? We ain't into that. But then
that's when they got me in, because I really did
we care about Tyson, not him.
It wasn't even Tyson, because you know what? I'm not even gonna get into it because about his character.
No, some people like boxing. Yeah. Some people really just like boxing, and they'll watch any fight that come on. They don't care what it is. They don't care who fighting. They like shit. If there's a fight coming on, like my cousin, he gonna watch boxing. It could be two minds fighting. He gonna watch it.
Yeah, that's how I am.
You know what I mean? He don't care who it is. The fight is coming on. I'm watching that shit. You know, some people just love fights.
Well, this one I wasn't gonna actually watch because I didn't think it was worth watching, but I'm kind of glad I did. It was entertaining. I kept thinking I missed it. I was like, damn, what happened to that fight that they were supposed to have? Because you think about it, it's been so much shit going on in the world that who actually remembered the fight? A lot of people, like, you had to really be on turkey time. I kind of forgot it.
Yeah, you got to really be on turkey time to remember, oh yeah, Mike Tyson is fighting. Like, the world is damn near going to shit. Like, all kind of crazy shit happening all around the world.
You know what I'm starting to think now? I don't even think it was the numbers. I don't believe it. What they said, 180 million people? I don't believe it.
It probably started out, but I wonder if it was the same amount of people at the end of the fight. I don't know. Some people might have tuned in late.
That's what they do. What they call it?
But you see how they do these rituals and shit? And then they line them up. They line them up with the moon cycles. It's a full moon,
right.
And that's probably one of the reasons why
they put the signs on us right there in front of us. Mike Tyson walked around with his booty out. Yeah. The other dude did the joint 2 times a dude.
Now think about it. Now, what is the thing that people say when you got your ass out? When you expose your ass to somebody, that's what they call that shit. You moon somebody, right? So
no, the mooning is they bend over. Though.
Right. Same thing, same difference. You showing your ass cheek to somebody can be looked at as mooning somebody. So this fight took place on what? Full moon. Mm. A special moon at that. Like, what moon is it tonight?
He showed a full moon.
Right. And we saw the full moon.
Saw the dark side of the moon.
Right. Exactly. That's what people used to say. Dark side of the moon. So you see these mundane coincidences. They accumulate to make you look at the whole thing suspect. Like, you know what? What the fuck did I just watch? What did I just partake in?
There you go. I hope I learned my lesson.
But, that's Netflix for you, though. You know what I mean?
See, that's why usually when I watch programs, I'll be watching cartoons. I say cartoons make more sense than they more innocent. You know, I watch little superhero cartoon stuff like that. No, I ain't gonna say the violence is off the chain, but they more innocent. I watch some old TV programs. They more innocent. You know, like the Monsters or the Addams Family and stuff like that. And I gotta get a boy cat for her. She ain't no baby. I gotta get a boy for her too. It'll come around sooner or later.
I'm big people be making cartoons and shit. A lot of them people that make cartoons, they be weird, yo. They be like perverts and shit. Like I noticed like a lot of them like to draw like naked women and shit. Like, and it's like I don't respect them dudes that do that to black women and shit. It's like, all right, y'all talk about how y'all respect women and all this shit, but these niggas who make cartoons, every time they make a cartoon, they got a woman with her ass out. You know what I'm saying? On some like super provocative shit. Like, and it's like I asked a nigga, I said, yo, would you draw your mom like that? You draw your daughter like that or your sister? Who the hell are you drawing? When you go to sit down at your fucking table and you say, yeah, I'm gonna draw this black woman with her ass out on some Daisy Dukes, who is this person who you drawing? You drawing your girlfriend?
So
some fantasy girl?
Woman?
Huh?
What's Serena Williams?
What about her?
What do you think about her?
I think she ain't got no business with them white people, and I think they fucked her ass up. Shit, I thought that was Serena Williams right there.
Right there?
Yeah, that's what she looked like now.
She sure do look a lot like her. That's funny.
No, it's all on the question is.
It is what it is. I took me a good lesson today. That's why I said I was going to start following my old rules. Zip my lips over my ears, over my mind, keep my personal opinions to myself. Yeah.
Oh, and wait for the recap. You know what I mean? Because sometimes live ain't worth it. You know, it's like I can wait. I'll just wait for the recap.
This is a good lesson for me. It's a good lesson.
I know it's the second time that the world has shown women like severely fucked up. You know, at the Olympics, they showed the girl her face got broke up, and now they show this girl with her eyelid missing.
Oh my God! When you said it, I just just shook.
And it's crazy how it's like, you know, it's so much like emphasis about respect for women nowadays. How come people don't get mad at companies like Netflix or the Olympics or anywhere where people allow women to get beat the shit beat out of them, especially by men? Like, how you letting men become women and beat the shit out of women?
It was years ago though. They had a karate dude, so it was a black belt, fighting this lady boxer. She beat the dude. I think she knocked him out. Her sister knocked out. I don't know if she's fighting her brother, but I know it's her sister. She tore him up, but I can't hardly remember because it was like, God damn, it's probably 40 years ago. Yeah.
Hey, Upper East Siders, Gossip Girl here.
It is what it is, man. Take it with a grain of salt, entertainment, you know, and a lesson, some good lessons learned, some good valuable lessons for myself. Because I didn't know I was leaning towards sleeping that much. I thought I was a little more awake than that. But that can happen. They always say, don't ever keep that left hand up, because if you don't, they're gonna sucker punch you.
Right.
And that's just what happened. But that's all right.
Like we gotta keep that left hand up because they trying to catch us with that hook. Straight right.
So look. They're gonna pat you in the back and kick you in the ass. And that's
all
what
these
look, you
see these shows. All these shows with black girls got white influencers. So it's like a black person, and then it's some white people in their ear telling them what to dress, where to go, who to talk to, who to eat.
Because of 3 times. That's it. Seriously? I blame toxic masculinity.
White influencers.
I don't know. Okay.
You're good, right? Just gonna get across the street. Met your mom last night.
Well, she can be very friendly.
Netflix, you know.
Well, she can also be kind of
Happy sweet 16, jerk. I'm crushing 200 girls every day. Is that weird?
You know, I wish like the sisters had like as much natural hair as they do in commercials and shit. Cause like in commercials, like all the black girls got natural hair. They see, look at Netflix swirling niggas. Netflix got niggas talking black and sleeping white. Ain't that a bitch? Talking black and sleeping white.
I feel like I don't even know who my mother is.
I've done things I'm not proud of, but I'll do them again. I'll do anything to protect my kids like no one ever protected me. Anything. It's me and you against the world, kid. Remember that.
Oh my God. It's dangerous, man. What did I just see?
My food, you mean? No, I mean our food. Which you paid for with food stamps that are funded by taxes that I pay.
Since when?
You live here now?
Toaster.
You see white people on food stamps, you know, they try to make it seem like it's a black thing. But these white people getting welfare and corporate welfare and the shit that they try to when they show you white people on food stamps, they show you white people struggling, you know, and they try to get you to relate to these white people like, you know, they're going through the struggle too. Like, you got white people who like trust fund babies and they got money in trust funds and they keep that shit to themselves. And because they don't own nothing, they can go apply for welfare and they get welfare on top of the trust fund and the millions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars and all this shit they got access to, but they don't own it because it's a part of the trust. You know, plenty of them white people go and get food stamps.
Not in that way.
My whole life was in New York. But now I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere without my family.
Hi, I'm Jackie Howard. And
Yeah.
I just
They like playing. They know a lot of black girls got Netflix subscriptions out there. They like playing on y'all. Program the shit out you through Netflix. Get you to hate your racial counterpart. See?
Want to introduce yourselves?
Look. What do these shows have in connection? They got black girls pairing them up with white dudes. Why? How come Netflix don't respect the union between black men and black women? How come Netflix? We should get Netflix to promote black love. How many black people is going to cancel their subscriptions until Netflix promote black love? How about that? Y'all gonna keep getting bombarded by white imagery of the illusion of inclusion and all this multicultural. They can't show you a fucking image a black man and black woman together.
This place is like nowhere on earth. It's special.
Crazy. How come all these white dudes now on Netflix? None of them like white girls. They all like after. You see that? You see how these white people is like they got a plan. You go after the minorities, and I go after the minorities, and and their children will rule them and some shit. Like, what's going on with this shit? They keep showing you this imagery. You know, black people go find you a white person. This is what they trying to tell you. Because is it because white people birth rate at 0 and y'all parasites is trying to bind yourself to somebody else? Maybe, I don't know.
My name is Lady Christendown. You do not know me, but I know you. This is what they have been trained for since birth.
You see the black people in there is the help.
Succeed at securing a match.
You've always amused me, Miss Bridgerton, ever since I was a schoolboy and you were.
Oh, but I?
Miss Bridgerton.
Oh, pardon me.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go with the multicultural bullshit. Every one of these fucking shows.
Well, I don't even watch them things.
Yo, Netflix do not respect black men and black women being together. They do not respect it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like black people should cancel their subscriptions, and we should boycott Netflix and force them to put black love imagery on here. Because every one of these shows down here at the bottom, every last one of them got some swirl type fucking suggestion shit in it. Every last one of these shows, yo. And even for white people, like white people should be offended. Like, damn, how come you don't show white people together? How come you don't still show white on white love in these shows? You got white dudes don't like in Netflix universe. White dudes don't like white girls, and white girls don't like white guys. They only like black people, and they got black people in the weirdest places where we wasn't even at. They putting us in, and just to have us fucking with white people on some weird shit. Like you see in Game of Thrones, they got black people walking around with blonde hair and some weird shit, and they got them sleeping with other white people. It's crazy. Look, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You're not seeing. They're not. Why is Netflix not going to show me? Why Netflix not going to show me the brother in this shit messing with the sister? Why they got to be messing with other white people or some weird shit? It's disrespectful at this point, you know? And nobody says nothing about it. They allow these white people to keep disrespecting us day in and day out. And it's now you trying to tell us who we should be sleeping with. Look at this shit. Look.
The dead officers are proof of your stupidity. The money we took from your bank will go towards destroying the corrupt system.
Every one of these shows is promoting some swirl type shit, yo.
But if you notice, it's mostly between blacks and whites. See how the Asian boy,
right?
But he's sitting in the background.
Right.
He there, but he ain't really there. He there. It's this monkey.
Yeah, because he mixed. He like black and German, so they always got him on everything. Because they like mixed people, and they like mixing people, and they show you this bullshit because they want you to be. They want black people to not even like each other. They want black people to only like white people, yo. They don't even show like black people with like Asians or Puerto Ricans and nothing else. They just keep pairing you with white people. To the point where it's like you got black people really wanting to love white people and then nobody else.
Yeah. Black and white, hot and cold.
Yeah, they're playing on that symbolism, you know, the sun and the moon, night and day, good and evil, black, white, red, blue. You know, it's the polar opposites. You know, so they just like, all right, black and white both mean pale. So it's the polar opposites of pale. Pale and without color. So at one end of the spectrum you got black, and at the other end of the spectrum you got white. You know, just like the checkerboard, the checker floor, the black and white floor walkers who hide behind blue and red doors. You know, the polar opposites. You know,
reverse polarity. Anti-matter man, the matter man, the anti-matter.
And they got to have it's like, you know what really pisses me off though? It's too many black people who willing to sign up for this bullshit and they sell out. It's like you can't tell. All of y'all not stupid. Some of y'all know what y'all fucking doing. Y'all know y'all selling out. You can see the negative imagery and how they put it. They separate us and all this weird shit. And they get a check.
You see what I'm saying?
Now, the same thing that we saw with the fight. It's the same thing with all of these fucking publications. Black people is okay with selling out themselves. White people will pay for the imagery that they want. White people understand the power of imagery. We don't. We will take the check. We don't understand that we sell each other out when we work with these white people and give them what they want in their movies.
You know what the deal is though? You can't go nowadays. See, you got to look at that. That's where more science comes in. Where more say be classy. It's not about color of the skin. It's about classified. Don't you know it's people that come in from Africa who are classified as white?
Right.
Because
of status.
So it's classification. It ain't about color. You see what I'm saying? You got some poor white trash out here. You know this. I don't know what they classified as. You know,
white people.
But the thing about a poor white trash person, he'd be laying on the ground and be an alcoholic, and you'd be like, "Yo, what's up? How can you live like that?" And he'd get up and tell you, "At least I'm better than a black man."
Right? You think you're the low? Lyndon B. Johnson taught people that shit. He said, "I can convince the lowest of the lowest white person that he's better than a black person." Mm-hmm. And that's the dude who gave black people welfare and got them to vote Democratic. You know what I'm saying? And he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna have these niggas vote Democratic for the next 200 years." And black, you can show that to a black person, have them read it, and it has no effect on them.
You got to realize you're not talking to a black person.
You talking? I am talking to him. I am talking to a black person because that person chooses to be of a low status, or to be legally dead in the eyes of the law and all that shit. They choosing to do that, you know. And to see this the thing about even with the status shit. Like you have people that say to black people, you know, stop calling yourself black, right? But when do those people ever go to white people and tell them to stop calling themselves white? See what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the bullshit. You know, see, like you gotta, when you're dealing with polarities, you have to do things balanced. So what you do on one side, it's just like in math, you gotta do on the other side. So if you try to stop this two-factor system, what difference do you think it make by just telling black people to stop calling themselves black? But if white people have no idea about the status and they can still call themselves they can still band together and call themselves white, right? And we run around telling black people to stop calling themselves black. What difference do it make if we stop calling ourselves black if they still hold the status of white? So if anything, what's more imperative is that we get white people to stop classifying themselves as white. You know what I'm saying?
Such a separation was the best thing that ever happened.
But see, the thing is,
before integration, we did much better.
But see, the thing is this: white people are not white. You got Germans, you got French, you got British, and whatever else. But they can classify as white. Right. And see, they can come together. Their squabbles and their beef is diminished. Those people have been fighting since forever. But they can put that shit aside under this false flag of white. Yeah, we all white, and we can band together to be better than these black people. So they got unity based around that gang that they have of being white. You know what I'm saying? That's a gang. So, but you got sellout niggas, even in the more science, sellout niggas who their job is to have sex with white women, right? And make sure that white people stay supreme. And one of the ways that you make sure white people stay supreme is you don't tell them to renege on their status. You know what I'm saying? So they can come and tell black people, yeah, renege on your status, but you ain't telling white people that shit. So what difference do it make?
You know why it don't make no difference? Because it's just a matter of time. That's all. It's just a matter of time. You know, things is that I would just use that some called yin and yang.
Even white people, man.
For an example. You know, that simple terms, they call it yin and yang. I call it the balancing of the scale. I call it the balance.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Again, look. They always why every one of these things, these white dudes got our sisters. Why? Every one of these previews, these white dudes got our sisters on their side. And I want to know why. Because you telling me that white people who have raped and murdered and disrespected black women for centuries, how all of a sudden that all of these black girls is just okay with white people? How is that so?
Well, you had to think about doing slavery.
They even said that big butts was nasty and ugly, and the big lips was nasty, your hair is nasty. They said all of these things not that long ago. Like 20 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, they was talking crazy about black women. And now fast forward today, they showing you all of this bullshit where these crackers just got our sisters just on their arm. Just fuck out of here, yo. This is straight disrespect, man. It's straight disrespect. That's why I can't stand these fucking devils, yo. It's like, why y'all keep fucking with us? Put your own raggedy ass white bitch up there with you, man. When you make a movie, put your fucking white woman up there with you. Stop putting our sisters up there with you, and stop putting our brothers with these weirdo white motherfuckers. Never be, listen, rule of thumb, never be a token black dude. Never be somewhere where you the only black person or more white people than you. That's not where you're supposed to be at.
Survivors. The good news is that means we can survive. Radiation won't kill us.
Right. All these dumbass movies and black people die early or they sacrifice their life for white people. Because the movies want to show you, they want to program in you that a white life is more important than a black life, and black people should be willing to give their lives to protect white lives. Evil white motherfuckers.
Yeah, I remember those days, man.
And they can just keep putting up. Now imagine black people putting up negative imagery and negative movies about black people. They take that shit down. But these white people, every one of this shit right here, they could disrespect black people in some way, shape, or form. Every publication that they have, and black people don't say nothing about it. I wonder how many black people got to. I wouldn't be surprised if more black people were subscribed to Netflix than white people in this country.
I wouldn't be surprised if more people, or black people, really for Trump than white folks.
Well, I mean, like, see the election, both parties is trying to fuck you over. Like, that, the worst thing that these people ever did was try to give you a fake black person and try to tell you that they was black and then try to tell you that you ain't black or invalidate your blackness for not voting for somebody who's not really black. You know what I'm saying? That was complete craziness. Like, you got us, you try to use our blackness against us. Hey, you need to vote for this black woman. She not black. And not only is she not black, but she's connected to slave masters. Her family is slave masters. So you want black people to vote for the slave master, right? And then call people out for voting for the alternative and say, oh, he's a racist. You know what I'm saying? But this bitch is connected to slave masters. You know, and it's like, look at the things that they voting for. Like, you got black people, you talking about voting against their interests. You talking about black people talking about taking your guns away. You talking about people putting tampons in boys' bathrooms, right? You talking about somebody who wants to give sex changes to inmates so a dude can go to jail as a woman. He can go to jail and get a sex change and be sent to the woman jail. You know what I'm saying? And in some senses they can have the look again with the bullshit. But in some senses they can have they
Did you see that other thing?
that shit white queen. Yeah, I see it. This weird shit, man.
I can't watch this shit. I don't watch
Hey, fuck Netflix, man. Cut this shit off.
I watch it. That's why I watch my own shit.
Boycott Netflix. Fuck these white devils. Fuck these white devils that own Netflix, man.
That's why I don't watch this shit. Bad.
White devils, man. Can't stand them. I tell you that much, man. I can't stand they fucking ass.
Oh, damn, I can't see, baby. It's proud. Alright, come on, give me some regular shit.
My phone died.
Your phone died? Really?
I try to.
You play chess?
Try to keep it on the charger. Yeah. My charger wasn't charging right. I don't know what that's about.
But that happens sometimes.
Charger ain't charging right. Just another ass joint. And look how much juice this head got. I gotta say it got all this juice and it still ain't charging.
It might be the cord or something.
Hating ass ninjas, man.
My phone wasn't charging. And then I played with the cord and then it charged so fast I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that shit dumb. That shit was not charged. It's not charging
See,
my shit.
look.
I think it's something wrong with this cord though.
Oh, wait a minute. They got it on already. Highlights.
Highlights, yeah.
Oh, for that.
It ain't even no highlights. It's like, what was the highlights? Some gay shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I just be watching this. Man, sometimes I just
but you know, the boxing is dead though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people ain't watching boxing like that. So boxing is really like they really scheming more than ever because they're not getting the type of ratings and shit they used to. So they scheming any way they can now. Anything they can do to scheme. They like.
It's all this is the gay shit day something.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
The gay shit day.
They freaking in my head for real, man. It's all alright. I just can't take this. That's why I watch old shit. This shit do nothing, man. We start you all over again. I'm just going to some regular TV shit. That's why I watch live TV. You see what they got to
That's why you gotta watch independent media. You know what I'm saying? Because devils
my shit all changed. So somebody else is watching TV.
Devils be deviling.
None of my stuff became on there.
Who is this? These dumbass fags, man.
I watched it freaking Cowboy. Something stupid like monster. Nigga, Larry, rifle, Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, shit. Fuck it. You ain't gotta worry about too many black folks getting messed up, boy. The few movies they do have black folks in it.
Yeah, but they do be having little old shit where it be like, shit.
Davis Jr. on here, that joint was deep,
Like I remember I was watching Tom and Jerry and shit, and they had the slaves in the Tom and Jerry shit. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, you ever see the Little Rascals, the original ones? Yum Yum Eat 'em Up?
No.
The Black Sheep of the Family, or this shit, you gotta laugh at it. So fucking comedy.
I'm sending a telegram to Washington.
So I laughed at some of this shit.
Marshall in Dodge City.
Incredible swinging man.
I say a man's gun is just as much a
firearm as a horse, or the
air he breathes. Ain't a man among you.
Oh, is that my boy? Oh, I thought that was
You're treating the wrong cat, mister.
Patsy
Pants Proctor behind all this. Proctor? Yeah, and I'm getting tired as I can be. You're talking about Mr. Dillon like this. If you got any complaints, take them to that Mr. Proctor. Well, how? That guy puts a different light on things. Running him out of town shouldn't be too hard. Could be a little tar under them nice clean fingernails of his.
It's a little stupid shit. These corny movies like this, that stuff out here, right? Because it's more innocent, you know what I mean?
Shopping for health insurance is my favorite thing to do.
I mean, they got this shit with them too, but there ain't nothing like today.
And how simple they make it. You can do it online, on the phone, or in person. Check out healthmarkets.com today.
Shit, Netflix be Netflix is how you get some. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's nowadays Netflix and chill. You know, Netflix and drill is more like a drill. You know, panties is coming down. You know, like David Copperfield. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Keeps baby skin healthy. A diaper that doesn't leave skin
What
wet.
they gonna dust from the sinuses of real good.
Provide 100% leak-proof protection and 0% skin
No,
irritation. Pampers for healthy baby skin.
Hello, I'm Jonah Ray, also known as Jonah Heston. Join me in a cavalcade of
Yeah, I've seen that fight. It's like a very good line song too.
stars. Cast and crew, including Joel Hodgson.
I feel like Mike right now. So I ain't on much food.
Oh, mushrooms. Yeah, Mike.
So that walk, I feel like I got that walk. Yeah. I got it. Yeah, because I feel like I can get it back. I can get it back.
Of psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud claimed his father molested all of his siblings. Freud was a cocaine addict, as well as a pedophile advocate, who taught that children sexually lusted after their parents, and that children who reported sexual abuse by adults had either imagined or fantasized the experience. He believed that women were the problem with society, and all their problems stemmed from not having a penis. Freud's grandson, Sir Clement Freud, has been accused of molesting multiple young girls and was suspected in the disappearance of Madeleine McCann. Sigmund Freud's sister, Anna Freud, whom Freud claimed was regularly molested and abused by their perverted father, gave birth to Freud's nephew, Edward Bernays, the father of propaganda. Bernays took his family's work in psychology and used it to help governments and corporations manipulate the minds of the public. Hired by the American Tobacco Company, Bernays manipulated women into buying more cigarettes by convincing them that smoking was a form of feminist liberation. During this propaganda campaign, he dubbed cigarettes torches of freedom. Thanks to Bernays and his family's twisted legacy, social engineering became big business. Modern psychology was used to exploit mankind's mental weaknesses, nurture the public's lower desires, and turn people into mindless consumers. Is it any surprise, then, that the great-nephew of Edward Bernays is none other than Mark Bernays Randolph, the co-founder and original CEO of Netflix? Does anyone really think this is a coincidence? Netflix has not only replaced network television as the premier home of pop culture, it is also continuing the degenerate, depraved social engineering of the Bernays-Freud legacy. In 13 Reasons Why, Netflix was accused of romanticizing suicide during a recent increase of teenage suicides. In The Devil Next Door, they were accused of rewriting history to deceive viewers into believing that Poland was responsible for establishing Nazi death camps. In The First Temptation of Christ, Jesus Christ is depicted as a homosexual. And a Texas grand jury indicted Netflix for depicting child sex in the movie Cuties. Netflix and chill, the new preferred method for brainwashing the masses. Brought to you by one of the most depraved, degenerate families of the modern era. Turn it off and wake up.
Can prevent cognitive dissonance. You know what I'm saying? You know? Maybe he's gonna be like Smokey the Genderless Bear or something, you know. But you know, you come across vital information, it's obligation to share it with the nation, you know. That's the young food. Oh man, that's the boys that out in the bad. God bless.
I am the best in the world at what I
have the balls to say things that nobody else has the balls. This is power. Nobody can touch
me. This voice, this is power.
There is nobody that eats, sleeps, or breathes this business more than me.
You're not as good as I am.
I'm the best.
You're not as good as me. I never had to call myself the best in the world. Other people said it for me.
In anybody else's hands, this is a microphone. In my hands, it's a pipe bomb.
I am part of a special I am one of a literal dying breed.
Everything I have, I've fought for and I've
care
earned.
what the hierarchy thought of us.
I wouldn't have 5 years of pent-up ammunition to unload on him. I wouldn't have so much to say.
And yeah, I got a bad attitude and a bad reputation.
I tend to piss a lot of people off.
But I didn't give a damn. And yeah, I developed a chip on my shoulder because I knew I was the best. I am the best in the world at what I do.
Do I have everybody's attention now?